Yo, welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel here. Not going to spend too much time on the intro. You all know what you have to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, and make sure to leave a comment, okay? So in this video, I just want to do a recap of my week 3 of the 90-day juice detox, let you know how it's been going, what I've been going through, any updates on how my body is feeling, the weight loss, the juicing, the whole nine, all right? So let's get right into it, okay? So week 3 overall, excellent week. I got a lot of sunshine. I'm out here in Atlanta, so I have to switch it up as it relates to my juicing. I don't have my normal juicer down here, so as soon as I arrive, I went to the local Walmart, grabbed me a juicer, and I've been juicing in the hotel, where I've been taking my juicer wherever I go, and I just make it happen, right? So I say that to say there's no excuse. Once you're committed to something, you should see it all the way through, okay? So that's pretty much what I did. I went to the local Walmart, grabbed me a juicer, grabbed me some fruit, right? Grabbed me a knife, grabbed me some of those little portable cutting boards, the little plastic ones, not the big bulky wood ones. And I just got to work right at the hotel. They had a refrigerator in the room, and so I was able to keep my food as well as my juice cold. So no excuses for me, man. When I'm locked into something, I commit to it. And that's another thing that I want to talk to you about before I even dive into the specific aspects of the week. I want to let you all know that, yo, stop lying to yourself. Like, we can do things in the dark, but we've been told when we grew up, at least I was, everything's going to come to the light. So you know if you're doing the right thing on this juice detox, right? So you don't have to cheat it. You don't have to fake it. I record it every day. Like, I don't cheat. I don't fake. I don't eat fruit. I just juice it the whole time. Like, I don't know about you all, but you have to be like tired of lying to yourself. Like, you're the only one who knows the lies that you tell to yourself. Okay? So it's not a shot at anyone. That's not to put anybody down. But if you want to like do better in life, I think the first step is starting to be a self-analyzed person. Like, I know I've been lying to myself for the majority of my life, not following through with things, not doing the things that I said that I was going to do. I can openly admit that. But as of nowadays, I would say within the last, I don't know, 4 to 5 years, when I lock into something, I lock in. And so I bought that juicer, bought the fruit. There's no excuse. I'm juicing out here. Okay. Week 3 felt good, energy wise. Listen, that's gonna quite naturally be there. So if you're wondering like how we're having all this energy, like where does it come from? You're you're not putting solid food in your body, so you're not digesting anything anymore. So your body is not working as hard. Imagine it like this: you typically work. Just say you work the third shift job, and you work I don't know 10 to 12 hours per night or 10 to 12 hours per day. If you no longer have to do that, just imagine those upcoming weeks. You're going to have so much extra energy because you're not expending that energy on doing work. And so your body is not digesting solid foods at this point. So you have so much energy, right? So it's looking to see, like, what can I do with all this stored up energy now? And I tell you, for me, I just became way more productive. Like, I'm getting way more done. Like, I was already a productive guy, but now I'm getting done even more. My business is flourishing on my regular 9 to 5. That's flourishing. My YouTube's, my social media platforms, I'm able to produce more work. I'm actually able to be more creative. Like, it's just mind blowing what you can do with all this energy. Okay. Um, in terms of like how my body's been feeling, I still had like a little bit of a dry mouth over the course of this week. However, what I've noticed is that I think my body was just telling me that I was um, dehydrated. And so what I did is I just consumed more juice, and it eventually went away towards the latter end of the week. And so if you feel a dry mouth, if you're constantly producing saliva in your mouth, that's your body telling you that you're possibly dehydrated. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now, again, I'm not a doctor of any kind, but what worked for me is that I began to consume more juice, and that was able to help the dry mouth go away. So I just recommend drinking more juice if you ever feel like that. I did have a little bit of grittiness on the back of my teeth, like when you rub your tongue on the back of your teeth. And what I noticed, I think it was just like some leftover debris from the juice that was on the back of my teeth, and then I just began to brush more. I looked at a YouTube video and it said it could be possibly build up from the juices that you're consuming. So I just began to brush more, and that was able to help clear that up as well. So I no longer feel that grittiness on the back of my teeth. Um, farting is a thing. So as of the latter end of this week, I began to fart even more. But what I've noticed is that on certain fruits is when I begin to fart. Okay, so if I'm just drinking straight watermelon, then I don't fart at all. If I mix in some papaya or something that's like more filling, so papaya or mango, that's where the farts comes in. I'm not sure why those fruits specifically make me fart, but anytime I put in a fruit that's more filling, that it settles on your stomach as if you ate a meal, I've noticed that those times is when I do the most farting. Okay, so the beginning of the week I was doing like straight watermelon and like some lemon juice mixed together. That's an excellent concoction, by the way. Tastes like watermelon lemonade, to be honest with you all. Excellent concoction. But during the first, that I was just doing that, right? So those are more like water based. But once at the latter end of the week, I began to add in like the papayas or the mango, and I noticed that the farting was starting to take place at that time. So anything that's more filling of a fruit, I think that's where the farting comes in. Okay. Um, in terms of my skin, like at the latter end of the week, like it's like today feels amazing. Like you feel fresh, you feel alive, like you feel vibrant. Like you could just rub it. It's like silky smooth, to be honest with you. And here's the thing. Here's what I was thinking about. I'm noticing things. So as you progress throughout this detox, you're gonna start to notice things in hindsight. So before, prior to doing the detox, I used to notice that my skin used to itch all the time, or when I sweat, it used to itch, or when I do a bowel movement and I wipe myself, it may itch, right? I'm like, what is going on? Or sometimes when you take, I don't know, take like just when you sweat, like in your lower extremities or on your legs or on your feet, you just begin to itch. And it dawned on me, and I don't know if I'm accurate or not, those may be parasites trying to come out your body, right? And that's what I'm thinking that it is, because I'm like, what? Why was my skin itching back then, but it doesn't itch now? So like nowadays, there's no itching at all. Like I don't have the urge to scratch anything. I haven't had an itch in probably like the last week, like to be honest with you all. So I'm just trying to put two and two together. I'll do some research and see if I can validate what it is that I just said in terms of if you're itching, that's parasites trying to come out of your skin. But in my mind, that kind of makes sense, right? But again, I'm not a doctor. Okay. Also, what I've noticed throughout this week is I had like a lot of mucus buildup in my chest. For some reason, I was coughing. Now down here, the air conditioners ran a lot because it's so hot. So I'm thinking that possibly sleeping underneath the air was causing the mucus build up in my throat. So every morning when I woke up, I would notice that I had to like hawk and like get some mucus out. Now it wasn't like the green kind. It wasn't like it was just clear, and I just spit it out. I don't know how long that's going to last, because I believe throughout this detox, everything, mucus and all that stuff is coming out of you. So that's just what I went through in terms of this week. Okay. Um, as far as juicing, my consumption is about 3 to 4 32-ounce mason jars. Okay. So I have the 16 ounces down here. I put together, I added them up of what I've been drinking throughout the course of this week. So 3 to 4 32 ounces of mason jars. I'm good with that. Like my body is content with that. Some days I do more. Some days I get it all the way up to 5 32-ounce mason jars that I consume in one day. Okay. But 3 to 4, I'm absolutely good. My stomach is at the point right now that it's so small that it gets full at about 3 to 4. And so I start to drink at around 12. And then I just keep going. I break them down into 16. So I'll kill a 16 one at 12, 16 ounces. Then I may wait like an hour or whatever the case may be. And then I'll kill another 16 ounce. So I'm just drinking them by the 16s. Okay. Now, listen to your body. Whatever your body is telling you that it needs, just give it to it. All right. If you want more juice, consume more juice. But I try to stop drinking juice by 6 or 7 p.m. and then that's it. Okay. That is absolutely it for me. Now I may have some tea at night, some ginger tea just to help with the digestion. I may have some ginger tea in the morning when I wake up just to help my body get a kickstart. But that's it. So ginger tea in the morning, ginger tea right before I go to bed, before I write my notes or whatever the case may be. And that's pretty much it for me. So 3 to 4 32-ounce mason jars per day, that's what I'm consuming. In terms of juicing, the watermelon, you got to understand that if you're just taking watermelon juice, I think you're gonna feel like you need more juice because that's just like drinking a bottle of water. Water, I'm sorry, watermelon juice is just so thin, it's not filling at all. It doesn't sit on your stomach like a meal. So you just feel like you're just consuming a lot of liquid, right? Now, if you want something more filling, and if you can afford it, because buying this fruit does get expensive, I'll be honest with you all. Get you like some papaya to put in there or some mango. When you mix those in with the watermelon juice, those juices are more filling. They sit on your stomach as if you had a meal. It feels like you're full at that point. Okay, so just a recommendation there. Um, as far as my mental aspect, man, listen. Before I even go into the mental, let's talk about weight. A lot of you all has been asking me about how much weight I've lost. I've lost about 14 pounds total. So I just weighed myself. I think I'm faring out at that because remember, I lost 13 pounds in the first 14 days. So now I'm at 14 pounds, and it's been that way for quite some time, right? So I started off just shedding weight. Like I feel like there's no fat on me. My shoes don't even fit the same way. My feet are thinner. My hands are thinner. My watch, I have to put it all the way to the shortest knot, and it's still like loose on my wrist. I can feel my cheekbones. Like when I wash my face, all of this is just no fat anywhere. I took a picture on my Instagram, so go take a look at that at B Father Sent. I took a picture with my shirt out, so you can kind of see like the weight that I've lost on there. So you're definitely going to lose weight. So just be prepared for that. It is what it is. Weight is going to be lost. Okay. And as far as my mental goes, I'm just staying in a positive mind frame at all times. Like you're gonna get tested throughout this whole time, and what you're gonna notice is that your vibe is not the vibe of everyone else's. Like I just don't have time for like no bull crap. I don't have time for things that are not like essential to my life. I don't have time for things that just don't make sense. I don't have time to laugh and play around and just do all this. Like I, I have things that I want to accomplish. I have goals. Like I think we have to stop living like we're gonna live to 937 years old, right? It's not that I'm in a rush, but I'm just maximizing every moment of my life, like every moment of my day. And so if you don't align up with talking like business or talking money with me, like I just really don't have time for it. Like that's just who I am. And I've been that way even prior to the juice detox. So I think with this juice detox, it's almost like alcohol. It just intensifies who you quite naturally already are, but it puts a laser focus on it with a sober mind, if that makes sense. And so I just stay positive. I stay looking at things on the internet that's positive. I stay developing my business. I stay reading positive things. I stay locked in, just thinking about all the possible ways that it can go right. Like I really want to shift my mind on this detox. And so mentally, I'm in a great space. I love hanging out with people. Now, I don't try to push my ways on others. Like I can hang out, but I know I've caught myself when I'm hanging out with certain individuals that my attention is just zoning in and zoning out. And I think that's unfair to them, but I have to go back within myself to realize why I was doing it. I'm just like, I'm just not on the same frequency as these people, right? Or as this person, right? And so but it's not a bad thing. It's just the journey that I'm on right now. Everybody's not on this journey. And I totally understand that. So I never try to push my way on somebody else. Like I say all the time, everybody has their own evolutionary journey, right? And so this is just part of mine right now. Okay. But overall, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel amazement. Feel free to ask me any questions. Leave it down there in the chat. Shoot me an email at bfathersent@gmail.com. And I'll be sure to get back with you all in a timely fashion. But yeah, that was week 3. Week 3 is going good. I see you all on week 4. Remember to check out my TikTok videos. I drop a daily update of my juice detox every day, and then I recap the whole week coming up on Sunday of that week on YouTube. I do a whole video similar to this one right now. So just check me out. Stay focused, you all who are out there on that journey. Be mindful that it's mind over matter, and just continue to go, continue to push forward. You got this. I believe in you, and let's keep on going. All right, yo, I'm signing off right now. Fathers, let's continue to do what we do best, and that is being great fathers. Black Father Syndrome.